Just
Hello.
waiting for somebody to get in. Sorry for the mishaps before. We are on a little bit more festive, as you see, background. And we decided this year with Meletis. Meletis will be our co-host, and he's the major organizer of the biggest European rally, the Hellas Rally. And he couldn't be the best host to start commenting about Dakar. We, as most of you know, we have our dearest rider there going on his own battle these days, Vasilis Boudros. He's number 53, so let's go 53. And we've decided with Meletis that we can do a nice recap each day, like getting around a little bit laid back and start discussing about Dakar and all the series that will be going on for the next 2 weeks almost. So welcome.
Happy New Year to all of you.
I suppose you can hear us very well. Perfect. You have a little bit of a misconnection thing going on.
So allow me one second only.
Yes, it's better now, a lot better now.
If it's better now, is it better now?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Perfect. So
How was your holidays?
Oh, it was short but good. It was very refreshing because we had all the getting together and with lots of family and stuff. It was very nice. And before that, of course, we were doing all the preparations with Vasilis to pick up all his stuff. Like, don't forget any detail until the last minute. So yeah, it was a little bit hectic, but now we're starting to get into the flow as the race progresses, which is pretty good. How was yours then?
Not bad. Family, home, resting for next season that was going to be very busy. Lots of races, lots of events to do, and lots of traveling abroad.
Yes, plenty of stuff coming, huh?
Yeah.
So we can discuss that in a few. Perfect. Guys, thank you for joining in, everybody. Hi, thank you for joining. And let's just start, I'd say, from a small recap of Dakar, of what's going on to this edition in the 2026 edition. Actually, the race hasn't started yet. It starts tomorrow morning officially with a very short prologue. But then all the riders and the participants had to be down to Saudi Arabia a couple of days back, at least 3 to 4 days back, to get prepared, to have everything set up, their vehicles, and most importantly, the motorcycles that we're going to be mostly acquainted with to this live session were shipped back to Saudi Arabia 1.5 months ago. So they've done quite a large trip towards there, and all the riders needed to be there to start setting up their stuff and getting acquainted again with all the situation down there. So in this edition, we have at least, I'd say, 600 participants. We have cars, we have trucks, we have classic cars. We have also one classic truck, which is amazing. We have SUVs, we have motorcycles, which are factory riders, and then we also have the privateers and the original bimotor riders, which is the category that we're mostly interested in, Vasilis. So we have how many, Meletis? 100 and how many riders?
100. I counted just 5 minutes ago. 120 riders. 210 cars, totally with both classes. But we have to say the most important is that this year Stefan Peterancel is back, and he's racing on the T2 class, which is the production class, again with a brand new Land Rover Defender. And it seems like he has the chances to make 15 wins in the Dakar now. He's the he's the racer with the most wins in Dakar, 14 in total, 7 with a motorcycle and 7 with a car. Now he's going for an 8th win on the car.
And he's definitely a legend. And to do that with a stock version of a vehicle is even harder than doing it with something that's pretty
Yeah,
much like
it's not exactly a stock vehicle, but it's definitely very limited modifications vehicle comparing to the T1 class where the prototypes race. It's going to be very interesting because it looks like manufacturers and the organizer of Dakar want to invest more money on this class, get more
Mm,
people there. And we have to say also that we have the M1000 class, which is prototype vehicles with prototype fuels. So they are either electric or hydrogen,
hydrogen,
which
yes.
right now we can see an electric motorcycle from China, from Segway, with 3 participants, and one truck also racing with a prototype fuel.
There was quite a try, I think last year, not the year before. There was also a motorcycle that was using batteries, but it ended up pretty badly because the entire frame wasn't so well designed, and it like actually opened in the middle.
Yeah,
So all
yeah,
these
yeah,
attempts,
you know.
yes, are kind of prototype for such conditions in Dakar, but I think they're
Yeah.
pretty promising in the near future. And also, yeah, all the fuel and yeah, it's pretty design wise and engineering wise. It's a pretty big question on how they're going to proceed to that. Okay,
I
perfect.
think
And
it's going to be a big challenge for motorsports events in the future. The the connection with the green side of motorsports, which it's very controversial, but still there is an effort from organizers and manufacturers to get into this game.
it's definitely controversial regarding especially the Saudis. They're in terms of resources and in terms of oils and gas. What do we say?
Yeah.
Like a major force. So it's okay. Let's say how that goes on this typical situation. Okay, and then we have on cars.
Okay. I mean,
Yes.
we have 210 in 10 cars in both classes,
Mhm.
T1 and T2, and we have 80 SSV racing in 2 different categories. The one is Challenger, the other one is SSV. There are some major differences in the safety measures and the construction of the vehicle, but the principle is the same as the SSV that we see also in other rallies. And the track class is big again. It's about 52 tracks that race this year.
Mm-hmm. And they
So
are pretty
in between,
spectacular.
yeah, they are spectacular. I don't know if you have seen them in person, but they are. Yes.
I'm sure from stories that we heard from riders like Tobias Hepster or
Yep.
even that they
Yep.
are amazing and even more terrifying when you hear the noise in your head on your back
Yep.
when you're riding a motorcycle. They are
True.
quite dangerous, let's say. Okay, perfect. And
But
we
this
have
is that that's a big part of rally raids in the past. The tracks.
Mhm.
Also in the beginning, the Dakar, when it initially started, it has trucks inside, so it's a tradition.
Yes, exactly. And there are how many, let's say for the people that don't know exactly what's going on with the competition there with trucks, there are three, right? Three people driving inside the truck. There's the driver, there's the pilot, the navigator, and there's the third person is
A
just
mechanic.
totally exactly mechanic and doing all the suspension work and all
Yeah.
the tuning, fine tuning of the suspension. So it's pretty spectacular.
The suspension, the engine condition, the temperature, the consumption of fuel, and just keep in mind that to change a tire in a racing track, we have a tire that weighs approximately 160 kilos with the complete wheel. So they have a lot of machinery and tools with them. It's not like a car or a bike, but still 3 people are necessary to make it happen. Yes.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. So the big contestants on the car category, which ones do we have this year? Matador, Sir Carlos Sainz is there. Leb, I'm not quite sure. He's racing this year?
I think
Sebastian.
not this year. Lep is in number 219.
Okay.
He's in the race, yes, but we have also this year Toby Price
Mm-hmm.
joining the rally with a Toyota Overdrive, and it looks like he's going to be a strong contender. Not very experienced racing with cars in that
Mm-hmm.
kind of rallies because he's doing other kind of races in Australia. But he has a very, very experienced co-pilot with him for the first time, Armand Monleon. We know him personally from Ella's Rally. He was
Exactly.
participating with a bike in the past. He's a strong group with a very, very, very well prepared car, and maybe we see something from him. Otherwise, we have in number one Al Razi, the world champion.
Mm-hmm.
He's now very experienced guy from Saudi Arabia. We have Cristina Gutierrez. We have Leb. We have a very good car now racing in Dakar from Dacia. Last year was the first year. They make a lot of tests this year in the World Championship. I think they are participating this year with big expectation from the car.
This
Um,
one in Dacia Meletis is with Alatilla. He's the main driver.
Alatilla is the main rider of the team. Yes.
The main driver of the team. He's also an
Yes.
amazing like landscape orienter and navigator, and he knows all the desert pretty well.
He
And
is,
he's also
and
an amazing guy.
he has also a very experienced co-pilot with him. That's
Mm-hmm.
very important in Dakar, where everybody knows that. And I think he contributed a lot in the development of the car.
That's good. That's good because last year he had a lot of problems, and like it showed that he needed to tune the car and start
Yeah.
discussing with the mechanics. Perfect.
Well, I
Okay.
see also in the entry list an old legend from WRC, Bruno Sabi.
Mm-hmm.
He used to be very, very famous racing with cars in the World Rally Championship. And now he's doing the Dakar. That's very important. I haven't noticed before. And we have Kevin Benavides for the first time racing in a car class.
True. He's been a multi-champion, to say, like, for most of people that are watching, he's a multi-champion in the bikes category for quite some years now,
Yeah.
racing with KTM for the recent years. But after some major injuries and then setbacks from his recovery from the surgeries and stuff, he decided to step back. But his brother, like younger brother, Luciano Benavides, is racing this year in the factory KTM team.
KTM. Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, it's good to see that KTM has a strong team again, despite the big problems they have as a
Mm-hmm.
company for the past 2 years. Still have a very strong presence there. Um, but I expect a lot from Edgar Canet this year. He seems like the big gun that is about to come.
Exactly. He's the baby prodigy, because last year he won the Rally 2 category again with
The Rally
KTM.
2 class, yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
He's I think 20, maybe not even 20 years old at the moment, and he's been doing amazing.
Edward is 2021.
21. Okay.
He's very young, yeah, with not lots of experience and not lots of races in the past. I met him 3 years ago in Tunisia.
Mm-hmm.
He have never done a rally before. Then he was a bit lucky, but also very talented. And then Marco Ma took care of him and trained him, and now he's among the big guys. And I
Mm-hmm.
think we are going to see a lot from him and Tobias Epster, that moved this year to the Hero racing team. They are young, but they are both very fast, and I expect a lot from them.
Yes, exactly. Another amazing rider. Tobias was last year again with KTM, but this year he moved to Hero. He got an amazing opportunity to go to Hero
Yep.
Motorsports, and he grabbed it. And let's hope the best for him, because he's also a great guy.
Well,
And
last year he participated as a privateer.
exactly. He was a privateer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. Then we moved on to motorbikes, as you understood, and we have like the top 10 riders would be mainly from KTM, as you heard before. And then Honda is also has four amazing riders: Ricky Brabeck, Skylar House, Adrian Van Beveren, and Cornejo is with Hero, and Tosas
Cornejo
Arena.
was Hero.
Tosas
Tosas
Arena.
Arena is with Honda.
Arena is with Honda, yeah. And also Ross Brands. Don't forget about the previous world champion and then contestant so many years ago. And he's also a great guy.
I think we have a more balanced first top 15 this year.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Mm-hmm.
think maybe we have some surprises from the new riders. But still, nobody can question Sanders. Nobody can question Brabeck. Nobody can question Skyler Hose. These guys are very, very experienced. Let's see. We hope for the new blood, because this sports definitely needs new blood.
Yes, yeah.
The big riders are getting older and older now.
Older and older. Yes, yes. But they are
Yeah.
very, very experienced at the
Yeah.
same time. So maybe we need, yes, all this young blood to start bringing a little more fresh spirit to the race. And we can not forget the Rally 2 category contestants like Benjamin Melo and Manny.
Well, Michael Doherty is now in the Rally 2 class.
Exactly.
Tony Malek is on the Rally 2 class. These guys are,
Mhm.
we know them. We know them. They are very fast.
Stefan Zvitko is
And
on the Rally 2 this year. We know
I
him
am
from
not.
our rallies.
Yeah, I think Zvitko is on the Rally GP, this year also.
Yes, exactly. Rally GP.
We see Tobias Epstein in Rally 2 class. Neil Hawker is in Rally 2 class.
Mhm.
Many friends that we know already as in Rally 2 class. Benjamin Melo is a very experienced guy also.
Mhm.
We'll see. Rally 2 class is the place that the riders are starting. They are moving to the big class, and sometimes you can see a miracle happening in this. But let's
Yes.
see. I think Tobias Epstein is one of the strongest
Mhm.
participants. Javi Vega is always there in the Rally 2, probably racing on the Malemoto.
Yes.
He's a very experienced rider
Yes.
also.
Exactly. He's racing in original. He's a very experienced rider too with the Kove.
Yeah.
He did also last year. He had many problems on his last stages in the empty quarter, and I think it was because I was there. I was very fortunate to be there on the very previous last stage. He had to open the entire engine and start doing mechanical work all by himself to just be able to
Yeah,
finish on the last day. Yeah, it's very tough. Very tough. A lot of cool guys going on there. And on our original bimotor category, what do we have?
Right now, there is on the official entry list of the Dakar, there is no clear separation of the Malemoto class,
Mhm.
and so let me check a little bit.
Yes, of course. And just as you're
So
checking
now,
all the numbers, they
yeah,
are there
so
red
most of them.
everybody.
Uh, well, among the most important riders that we hear from the Dakar in the
Mhm.
Malemoto class, I can see Benjamin Melo.
Exactly,
Uh,
yes.
Mathieu Jaffro, we know the guy. He's not very famous, but we know the guy for many years, and he's a very capable rider. Neil Hawker is
Emanuel,
also there, very experienced rider as well in the
Emanuel
Malemoto
Zienic,
class.
he was the last year's winner.
Malzenes, Simon Marsic is there.
Simon Martic,
Um,
yes.
Javi Vega, I think he's always there. Maxi Sek is
Max
there.
also there, yes.
Mattia Riva is an Italian rider that we know for many years, and he's also very
Mhm.
experienced. Andrea Gava is a newcomer in the Dakar. He raced Elas Rally this year, and then he went to Rally de Maroc and directly to Dakar. Let's see what happens with him.
Perfect. We have Cesare Zacchetti, we have Tiziano Interno. These are Italian, like great Italian riders with the rally, I think Rally POV, and they're riding Hondas at the moment. And Tiziano, I heard this year that he will be racing kind of an old school style with the panniers and stuff, and he will do the entire race with panniers. So yeah,
Oh, really?
but yeah.
Good.
Quite a strange
Really?
choice to do. Yeah. All the way.
Okay.
And guys, just to let you know that this year's race will be a total of 8,000 kilometers, and from this, at around 5,000 kilometers, will be time
5,000 special
five
stage. Yeah.
exactly 5,000 special stages. So just to have an idea, on a like typical, let's say Dakar day, you have 400 to 500 Ks in liaison, which is
Yep.
pretty exhausting on replicas and that kind of 450 bikes. And then you have to reach your destination to start the timed special stage, which can be anywhere from 200 to 500 kilometers per day, depending on the difficulty. And yeah, it's going to be a tough one. They already announced it at the official route of Dakar. And what this year's route is going to do, as opposed to other seasons, other dates, it will go from Yanbu. Yanbu is the first bivouac that the guys are down there right now, close to the western side of Saudi in Red Sea, and they are going towards the north. And then coming all the way down to the capital in Riyadh, where they're going to have their rest day after 6 special stages. And then from Riyadh, they're going a little bit further to the southern part of Saudi. But this year, they won't be going to the empty quarter, which is at the borders with the UAE and Oman, because I think they were facing quite some problems last year with uh, supposedly with the border guides and everything. So they said that this year we're going to skip the empty quarter, which was filled with dunes and all that stuff. But they will have a lot of dunes at the second part of the race too, and then going back and finishing the race again in Yambu.
Well, they have a lot of kilometers in Wadi Ad Dawasir, which is complete desert.
Exactly.
No, they are not
Exactly.
entering exactly the empty quarter. I think there is also some problems with Yemen. In Yemen is
Yes.
that side.
Yes.
But yeah, but still the race looks very interesting, and most important, it's the first marathon rally that has two marathon days actually, and
Mm-hmm.
48 one marathon day, 148 48 hours chrono, which is I
They
think it's last year was the first time they introduced, and this year they
exactly they
continue with the
introduced it.
same concept.
Exactly. They introduced it last year. It was a pretty tough dual stage, but this year they don't name it like actually 24 chrono. They said that they are doing two refugee camp
Two
days.
marathon days.
So
Yeah.
exactly,
Yeah.
it's like two marathon days. But the concept is quite probably it's going to be quite the same, that they will have
Yeah.
some camps along the way, and as long as you're able to reach your designated camp at a
Yeah.
specific time, you stop there and you continue the following day for the rest of your kilometers that you have to do. But yeah, okay, perfect. Shall we say a little bit
Well,
about our own rider? What do you
the
think,
what?
Vasilis? Let's say a little bit more about our own rider, the Greek rider Vasilis Boudros.
Well, I met Vasilis first time when I came back from the year I came back from Tunisia, and the first year that I saw Dakar in real, And I met Vasilis. He made his first steps going off road, and now he's doing the Dakar. He has done an amazing job with that. I think he's the most successful Greek rider in the rally race scene, because he finished 53 last year, which is a big achievement for a privateer that is doing the Male Moto class.
Exactly.
Let's hope that this year we see a better number. We see 35
Oh, you're too
in the
optimistic,
finish.
too
Yeah,
reckless at the same time.
you
It's going
know,
to be a little bit tricky. to get below. Like he, let's say, guys, last year Vasilis finished on the 53rd position, so that's why his number
Yeah.
this year is also 53. All the riders are getting their previous numbers from last year's position, or if they are like factory riders, they can like ask for a specific number. But he got his 53, which was pretty good. It was probably his best position doing Dakar this past
It
few
is
years.
his best position. Yeah.
Yeah, it's his best position. But as he says by himself on his own words, it's going to be a little bit tricky and starting to, I don't know, be a little bit more scary than he would like to start dropping positions. But it depends on what's going to happen because all the routes are different,
Yeah.
navigation is different, and he will definitely try to do his
But
best this year.
he's going this year with much more experience. Very, very
Exactly.
important. He knows the game better than before, and he has a better bike than last year. So we hope for the best. Yeah.
Noi, but
Yeah.
I think he will manage pretty well and pretty soon into the special stages. Apart from that, everything is all set up. As he said on his live sessions that he's doing in Facebook and Instagram this year, which is pretty amazing because he's describing everything on a very funny manner and trying to make it light and as light as possible. So he said that everything is all set up. He's got his navigation tower, he's got his tracking all set. The bike is on an amazing condition, and he's going to check everything directly tomorrow on the 23 kilometers prologue that they have tomorrow morning. So yeah,
Okay.
and he's
So
also, as we said before, he's also in the original by Motul category, which means that he's not allowed to get any technical support from people and mechanics around the bivouac, apart from other original by Motul riders that can help him out. And he also has to do all his own mechanical work coming back at the bivouac every day. We wish him good
yeah.
luck. A very good start.
So that was an first of all, thank you for
We
the
thank you so
hospitality.
much. Thank you
Thanks the
so much.
guys that are entering. That was not a proper show. That was just
A mock-up.
experiment also for us. Yeah.
Exactly. Yes, a
And
mock-up.
tomorrow we have a normal broadcast with a lot of data and a lot of information about the race, what will happen, some historical data also, much more
Mhm.
prepared. And we see each other tomorrow, 6 o'clock.
Exactly. We see each other tomorrow. Let's go live and let's do it. Let's make it happen.
Yeah. Have a
Bye,
good night,
guys. Thank you
everybody.
for joining.
See
Good
you.
night, everybody. Bye.
Bye bye.